Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Um, Coffee. Yeah, snacks. Get loads of them. Um, we have quite a few things to talk about today, okay? And the first thing is what's going on in Canada. You guys are not going to believe this. It's actually criminal. It really truly is. There was a bill, okay, that was passed, okay. It's Bill C-372. Okay, it's an act representing fossil fuel advertising. And this enactment enacts the Fossil Fuel Advertising Act to prohibit the promotion of fossil fuels except in accordance with the provisions of the act. Okay. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why is she talking about this? Well, first, I know that we have our fellow Canadian brothers and sisters in this community, okay? And second, because this is literally a criminal act. If you speak, you know what? Just listen to this, because your mind is going to get blown, literally. Here.
So tell me Canada isn't a communist country without telling me Canada isn't a communist country. I'll go first. Recently, some asshole on the NDP is introducing a new bill called C-372, also known as the Fossil Fuel Advertisement Act. And not only does it ban all advertising for our Canadian oil and gas companies, if you are a Canadian and you are caught speaking well of or promoting our oil and gas, could be a social media post, it could be a t-shirt with I love oil and gas on it, or a bumper sticker, anything like that, you can face up to 2 years in jail and a $500,000 fine. We all know that climate change is one of the biggest hoaxes out there, but this is our Canadian government.
Now, in just the few days that 47 has been in office, okay, imagine what he can accomplish in 4 years, especially when it comes to our little ones that, and I'm talking about the ones that have gone missing, okay. Now, allegedly, because, and I say allegedly because I'm not there, okay, I was not one of the ones that was there to save them, okay. Allegedly, 80,000 out of the 300,000 were saved and brought home. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh my God, the missing children are being found. So under the Biden administration, 300 plus thousand children were missing or trafficked. No one knows what happened to them. The Biden administration said they couldn't find them. Mayorkas said he didn't know where they were at. And in 5 days, the Trump administration found up to 80,000 of the 300,000 plus missing children. He is not playing. That makes me wonder, what the hell did the Biden administration do this entire time? Did they care about these children? They claimed they cared about migrants, they cared about illegal aliens, but they didn't give a damn about the 300,000 missing children. But yet Trump, in 5 freaking days, found 80,000 of them. I don't know if they were trafficked. I don't know if they were just misplaced. I don't know. The point is, the Trump administration found them when the Biden administration said they don't know what they could do. They couldn't find the children. You can hate Trump all you want, but if you don't support this, if you're not excited about this, then there is something wrong with you. Where is AOC? Is she crying now of joy? Or is she going to complain about this also? Thank you, President Trump, for putting the children first.
Now, with this next one, I have one thing to say, okay? And for those of you that are new here, you're probably thinking, well, why is she going to say that? Okay. I'm a Marine mom, okay? Yes, my son is a Marine. So I have one thing to say. Hoorah! And Semper Fi, family.
Well, well, well. Remember when I said I thought that the Marines were down here to secure the border? Well, now you can hear it from one of the Marines' mouth who's actually here to do just such a thing. Watch this. Haven Road down here at Imperial Beach by the border station, and we had heard that some Marines have landed here in San Diego to hopefully do what they're doing in Texas and take care of our border situation. Today, I am joined by.
My name is Captain Tucker Kimbrough. I'm the public affairs lead for Task Force Sapper, Marines from 1 Marine Expeditionary Force that came down here, 500 in total.
500 of you. I love that. So I know you can't share too much with us, but I know this is a developing story, but what can you share?
So we are here on orders from JTF North and Northcom to secure the southern border of the United States.
That's exactly what we want to hear. Thank you for sharing anything that you can. And I hope to connect with you over the week so we can get back out and see all the good work there. Simplify and hoorah, let's close the freaking border. I love this.
So, do you guys remember? What was it? A year ago? It could have been. No, it couldn't have been more than a year ago. This crosser from Venezuela, right? And he made all these TikTok videos saying that he was bragging, right, about how much money he was getting, and that he was telling all these people to come over, and to take over houses that were dilapidated. Because if you take over these houses here in the States that are dilapidated and you fix them up, that nothing can be done to you if you do so, right? And that he had met someone and he has a baby here in America and stuff like that. Well, guess what? He's gone bye-bye. Yeah. And he's waiting to be deported, so thank God. Because, I think I made like 2 or 3 videos of this guy, and he was just, oh my God, when I tell you, yeah, awful. This guy, awful. And because he was literally throwing threats around. He's a jackass.
Fox News can confirm that the Venezuelan illegal alien TikTok influencer Leonel Moreno is in ICE custody tonight. This is the guy who has gone viral in these TikTok videos he's been posting where he urges other illegal aliens to squat in the homes of American citizens. An ICE official telling Fox News one of their fugitive ops teams arrested him near Columbus, Ohio earlier today, and he is now in their custody.
So, I'm being told, and I can verify this because I have family who lives in California, okay? Multiple school districts across California are handing out these cards to their students. And I'll read it to you. It's a little red card, okay? Looks like a business card, okay? And when I saw this, I'm like, okay. So what it says is this. They're handing this out to kids, okay? And I'm guessing that it's for if they were to get stopped. It says, I do not wish to speak with you, answer your questions, or sign or hand you any documents based on my Fifth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution. Yeah. I do not give you permission to enter my home based on my Fourth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution, unless you have a warrant to enter, signed by a judge or magistrate with my name on it, that you slide under the door. Now remember, these are being given to kids at school. And then it goes on to say, I do not give you permission to search any of my belongings based on my Fourth Amendment rights. I choose to exercise my constitutional rights. And then at the bottom it says, these cards are available to citizens and non-citizens alike. And then at the very bottom there, it's given a website. Okay, so if you want to write this down, it's www.ilrc.org/redcards. Okay, so my next question is this. Is California, the state of California, are they trying to interfere with certain operations? Because if so, that is a crime. it's only, I'm just expressing not just my unprofessional opinion, but also my concerns, because I don't believe that children should be handed something like this. Okay. Now, here is an email that was sent in by a community member. And he said, if you don't follow KLW World News, you need to start. Well, okay. This should take precedence over anything else you are researching today. I do not jest when I tell you this is a big, big deal. I try not to use expletives, but they are appropriate for this. I don't really even know how to explain this, but it's scary shite. Sorry for the language. No, it's okay. It's fine. But it kind of blows anything you've made a video about out of the water. Well, you know what? I try my best. Do you know what I mean? He said, this is regarding radio. Okay. I don't understand it all the way. It's way over my head, but Lee, who runs KLW World News, is a former military comms guy. He ran part of the Army Communications, I believe. He has a very impressive background, invented a lot of stuff for the military. He has his own network you can join, and he monitors all of these different radio frequencies. Yesterday, while on live on Rumble, some strong signals started coming in, way different than anything he's ever seen before. Before the end of the broadcast, it comes clear that it's foreign military, and it could completely jam our whole system. It's definitely not US Gov. He explains why in the video. Okay, I will leave that link in the description box. Hopefully it is still in there. Okay, the link is still in the description box because a certain entity likes to take my links out. Okay. He said it's a big deal, almost on an ET level. Lee says what he saw is definitely terrestrial, but just blows anything he's ever seen out of the water, and he works on secret military kinds of things. You can go jump to the end to get to the point where he does a recap of what has been going on all day. Go to 14 minutes 35 seconds or 14 hours 35 minutes. And he starts to give a brief of that, will give you the idea of what is going on. And you can go back and watch and see it all unfold to really understand it around the 2 hours 7 minute mark. At that point, he's already run across the signal, but he starts talking about it. Okay, I will put the link in the description box, and thank you for reaching out to me, sweetie. Okay, so before I go, here's one more email from a community member. And she said, sorry for the snail mail. She said, Trump is on fire. He's carrying out what he said he'd do. However, I take a sharp intake of breath when I heard him talking about the 14th Amendment of birthright citizenship from children of immigrants. Exactly how many generations back? I don't know. Because, that's a concern for me also. But I mean, I've been on this earth for 49 years, and I've been in this country for 49 years. I was born here, There's actually sheriffs that put out that if you are of like a certain descent, like European or whatnot, start carrying your papers. Obviously your driver, like if you're out and about, obviously your driver's license, right? So, but also add in your social security card and your birth certificate. I'm not going to carry my birth certificate, but I do have my social security card in my wallet. But I think it's because a lot of times, especially I know for like me and like my daughter, we get mistaken for being Hispanic. And I can't tell you how many times someone has walked up to me and started speaking to me in, in Spanish, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't understand you, and they just look at me like, oh, you don't speak, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I'm Italian, I don't understand you. So there's different people that are actually talking about this too on social media as well as sheriff's offices, that we should start carrying our papers with us, especially if you have darker skin, darker, hair, eyes, and stuff like that, just to be on the safe side. Because also what I'm hearing is that they're going door to door. Now you got to remember, I live in the state of Florida, okay? And like 85% of the population here is Hispanic. So, it's like, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I'm running scared. No, I was born here. I'm Italian, first of all. You know what I mean? I don't even speak any other language. So, I don't know how to take this, but exactly how many generations are they going back? I have no idea. Because, like I said, me and my cousins, we were all the first born here in this country. So, are they going to look at us and say, well, you got to go back to Italy? I don't even speak Italian, man. I don't know what the, you know what I mean? I haven't spoken Italian since I was a kid. I can't help you with that. Are they going to go to my mother and say, you got to go back to Italy? You know what I mean? Even though my mother's in her 70s, my grandparents, they've passed on. Are they going to go to my Aunt Marie? Are they going to go to my Uncle Tony and say, hey, you got to go back to Italy? You know what I mean? Even though my aunt is in her 60s, my uncle is, in his 70s. What is this? I don't know. But then again, my family came here the right way. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if this is only for, people who have committed crimes. No one in my family has committed crimes. We're, we're straight and narrow type of people. Yay. But still, but is this only for, Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, that type of thing. I don't know. I don't know like the ins and outs and the twists and turns. I'm not sure. Are they going to eventually come for the for Italians? I highly doubt it. I really don't think so. Because then she goes on to say, we're under NAZI rule. I would be a third generation Jew. Sweetheart, no, absolutely not. But then again, you're not here in the United States. You're in Australia. You know what I mean? So she said, I didn't even know I had Jewish grandfathers and grandmothers. I was christened. My mom and dad were christened. I have been educated in Church of England schools. I knew very little about the Jewish culture, religion, etc. However, to the NAZIs, I would still have ranked in the deportations. Well, right, but over there in where you live, I don't know. I've never even been to the country in which you reside, so she said this is scary language, a bit like this language of getting rid of the Human Rights Act that's sweeping Europe. Yeah, I know. I've heard. Is this a worldwide thing? I don't know. We're going to do it, all of us. You know what I mean? It's not like you can send me back to Italy. First of all, I've never even been there. Second, I don't even speak Italian anymore. I don't remember, Um, then she goes on to say they need to do this in order to deport the illegals. Really, it was a very fine line we were all treading. Two-tier Keir Starmer, right? The granny farmer harmer Man, makes my pee boil. He's clearly doing to us what Biden and company have done to you all. He's a communist tosser. Yeah, I know, hon. But listen, I'm not going to sit here and run scared, and neither should you. You know, just because you're Jewish has nothing to do. I mean, you're not an illegal immigrant, and I can't even say that I am. I can't even say that I am because my mom was born on a military base. You know, even though my grandparents are immigrants, they're no longer on this earth, honey. They're in heaven. You know, so my mom, my aunt, and my uncle, they were all born on military bases. So technically, they are American citizens, but they were born in other countries, But like my son had explained to me, he said, Mom, he said, even though they were born in other countries, they were still born on military bases. So technically, they are American citizens. I said, okay, because I had concerns. I have concerns, you know, but I highly doubt anything's going to happen to me or my mom or anything like that. We haven't done anything wrong. We haven't committed any crimes. You know what I mean? And plus, like I said, my family came here the right way, you know? And plus, my grandparents, my great grandparents, they're all in heaven now anyway. So she said, I'm going to watch your videos and take my daily dose of KDH. Yeah, I know, I love her, Katie. So, but yeah, anyway, that's all, guys. Okay, I don't want anyone running scared. I really don't. Just because we don't have blonde hair and blue eyes, or red hair and blue eyes or whatever. Don't ever anybody be running scared. This is stupid. You know what I mean? Just because I may look Hispanic, I'm not. I am 100% Italian, literally. Literally. I'm from my family's from Sicily, okay? Same with my daughter-in-law. Her family's from Italy. It's like, even though we have darker skin, darker hair, darker eyes, so what? We're not illegal immigrants. We're really not. So, all right. Anyway, I gotta go. I will see you guys in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.